Good morning everyone, and every day is Sunday to me. Today I'm gonna show you guys the best gelato in town in Siem Reap. Also, this is the location I'm gonna interview my friend Adrian. Now, follow me. Down, 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 down. Here we are. I will see you guys in the program. Stay tuned. So today we have a very much privileged honor that meet my friends I met in Cambodia, and we would love to know if he likes other kind of stuff. We both sharing the same interest in Cambodia as tourists, I think so. So let's give a clap to Adrian. And today I'm gonna interview him by Singaporean accent. I really try. Okay.
Should I do an accent too? Spanish,
Yes.
English? No, French. I do the French accent.
Yes, yes, okay. That would be good, that would be good.
Nah.
So tell me about who you are, of course, and I mean generally, not only your name, but also where you're from, and then something like that lah, make people happy lah, you know, people want to know you more lah. Very interesting story lah. I think you should tell people.
Well, hello, my name is Adrian. And no, so I'm French, but I've lived in Spain for I'm 24. So I've lived in Spain for 20 years and a half, something like this, 21 years. And both my parents are French, and they basically, when I was born, we went to well, they took me to Mauritius Island for a year, or a little bit less than a year, and after that we went to Barcelona, Spain, and since then I always stayed there until 2018, where I came to Cambodia.
What exactly brought you to this kingdom?
My mother is an artist, and she came here in 2016 first. Her boyfriend was a journalist at the time, so he came here 30 years ago at first. And then he wanted to offer her a trip anywhere she wanted to for her birthday. And so she decided to go to Cambodia because she heard so much about this country since he was always coming here in the 90s, or even, yeah, the 90s. And in the end, she fell in love with the place. She really liked it, and she decided to make some paintings, some pieces of art. So why did I come here? Because I came to curate for exhibition at first. I came here alone in October 2018, and then she came a little bit after because she was still finishing part of the exhibition, because the exhibition was composed of artworks, paintings that she did, photographs that I made, because I'm also a photographer by passion, not by non par métier, as we say in French. So, and then we made a book together about the whole trip, which started in Siem Reap, went down the Mekong, went to Koh Rong, and ended in Bangkok, even though it's not Cambodia, it's, well, Southeast Asia. And we called that book Les Carnets Sauvages. So she was still in Spain finishing the making of that book, printing and all that. And I came here with her works, her paintings, to frame them, because we had to ship them by plane, and it was kind of a mess. So to frame them, find a good location in the hotel, etc. So organize everything. And then I was supposed to go back to Spain, but I met very nice people, met some good friends. Many of them were related or into the art scene, which was kind of funny because it's not, I mean, art in Cambodia is not that developed, actually. And just when I arrived, it seemed as if everything was booming, sort of. So I met this friend who was my best friend here, Martin. And he came one day before me to Cambodia. Actually, we arrived just at the same time. We met at some bar, and he said, "Oh, you're French?" I said, "Yeah." And he just looked at me and said, "You're French?" I said, "Yes."
Have you ever, in a fun way, just deny it? For example, when people ask me where from, sometimes I say, "Oh, I'm from Malaysia," and people would like, "Huh? It doesn't look like that way." Have you ever triggered, or any people have been convinced by your joke that you say, "Oh, I'm not French"?
I don't do that much jokes like that because I don't know. It's most of the time when you go to some places and you have those drunk guys. "Oh, where are you from? You're from wait. You're from Norway, or no, you're German, you're Swedish, you're everything but French. French usually comes to last." So I'm always like, "Yeah, okay, now next." In the end, yeah, okay.
I'm really curious about it. In Cambodia, the skate culture is not that strong yet, or it just appears to this whole, hip hop or street culture just popping up. It's quite a very new thing. It's like a baby and a very beautiful thing. And how do you see the skate culture, especially in this beautiful kingdom?
It's growing very fast because of there are many businesses appearing, online shops appearing that sell skateboards. So even people who don't really know about skateboarding culture, mainly, they can still get some skateboards. Just like if you go to Decathlon in Europe, or Walmart in the US, and then you can get a skateboard and you can start skating, and afterwards, slowly, if it really interests you, then you will get into the deeper culture of it.
For the young Khmer kids, what is the meaning of skate to them? Skating, Gelato is coming. I mean, like how young Khmer people see skate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How they understand, or what is the meaning to them? Skate. What is the meaning to the young Khmer kids? Why they do it? Why they love it?
I think it's a way to just for some have an extra activity. For some, it's to have a way of sort of escaping, a way of making friends. Because anywhere, something that's very nice in skateboarding is that anywhere you go in the world, you just meet other skaters, and you know that these other skaters are going to be your friends. So it's very easy to connect. And so for Khmer kids, young Cambodian skaters, it's most of them. I've met some in Siem Reap, in Phnom Penh, in Ratanakiri, in Kampot, in Kep, and I think it's just something different because you don't have that many sports here. People do a lot of volleyball, a lot of badminton, football, but you don't really have something a little bit different. So I think skateboarding is quite good for that.
We all know that Adrien has started his own skate brand called Cocoon. We would love to know the inspiration behind your brand name, Cocoon. What is the story of this brand, skate brand?
Well, so I started this brand after COVID happened. So it was, COVID arrived, it was February, March, around March, when it was a bit chaotic here and we didn't know what was happening. My family and I, my mom, girlfriend, we left to Battambang.
Can you say you have a girlfriend? What about people who love you from the audience who watch this video? So you lost a lot of chance and opportunities. Maybe we should cut this part? Oh, Pamay, no, Pamay, man. Pamay, I love you. Pamay is his girlfriend's name. Very beautiful. Don't you guys even think about it. No.
Pan Mai.
Pan Mai.
Pan Mai.
Pan Mai. I call her Pan Mai all the time because Mai in Chinese means pretty, beautiful.
How it started. So yeah, so we went to Battambang, and it was so March. We stayed there for a couple months.
2020?
2020.
Mm. Wow. You started amazing brand in a very amazing year, huh?
Yes.
Very
Indeed.
brief. Yeah.
So when we came back, when the situation calmed down a little bit in Siem Reap, we came back and I found again all my friends. And well, it's kind of a weird story because we have this this friend of ours who was the first one to introduce me. It's the first guy I met here and the first one to introduce me to the skate community here. And so when I came back, this friend, the one who introduced me to the skate community here, had changed in a way that he was strange, just very strange. And so the whole crew was very divided. There was a bad feeling every time we were going to skate. Something was wrong. So I told my Japanese friend, okay, let's do something to bring back everyone together. And I told him, well, we can do a sort of like crew, or we can go but we already are a crew, so we can go just a step further and try to make a brand, something that will unite everyone under a name, and in which we can use the medium to expose and present some videos and other things that we might create. And so why Cocoon? Why the name Cocoon? Because Cocoon is, you know, when you have the butterfly, then the butterfly at first it's a cocoon and then it will expand. So it's like when there was this period of uncertainty due to COVID, due to my friend's situation, due to the whole cruise situation and just bad vibe that there was overall, then at some point the cocoon would just evolve and grow into a butterfly. So that's why we have one of the t-shirts, which is the Cocoon 2020 and then the Butterfly 2021. So the just comes out and then into something better. And I think that's what happened because this year things got just better. People know us. It's nice to see that actually it's touching other people around Cambodia. I don't know if yet outside of the country, maybe probably not, but at least in the country it's quite nice. And that's the main goal for me and for the brand and everyone in the crew is to not just sell boards and t-shirts, is to spread skateboarding's culture to the kingdom, something that is inexisting as of right now.
Wow, that's quite a lot, but I really enjoyed the story behind the inspiration of your brand, like Cocoon. This is a very meaningful thing. Like, you know, everything when you are in the stage of a creation, you must stay who you are. Once the timing is about right, you just start to bloom or transfer to butterflies to embrace the life that you are currently in or future that we're going to in.
Yeah, I think when you start skating, you don't need a professional setup. So that's why it's sort of good in a way that you have so many online shops selling Chinese brand skateboards that are cheap and people can just buy and enjoy. And afterwards, when they learn, when they get better with it, and if they want to go on with it, then they can buy something better.
Well, so I still have a few questions, you know, I would like to ask your opinion. For example, what is your next project? And so far, since you create Cocoon, what is the biggest challenge you've been struggled?
Well, the fact that we are in COVID time with zero tourism in Cambodia, and for the local part, it's also the fact that because it's still young in the country, then it's still not so easy to catch clientele in a way that here everything is very about trends, what's trendy, what's not, who wears this, who wears that. So the fact that skateboarding is a little young, the fact that the brand is young, the fact that the kids, we are just beginning to be known, is a little bit of a challenge, but it will get better. It's always getting better.
And also, you know, we all been living in this country, some people already more than 2 years. It's not because they voluntarily, it's because some different situation, as we both know, is a pandemic. And also, I have realized, you know, the young people in this country, they're very much into modern art and modern fashion. And especially, we all know right now, online business is booming, especially for the fast fashion. How the young local kids, you know, to deal with this master speed life, everything so fast, how are they doing?
Well, it depends actually. If it is from Siem Reap, kids, young people from Siem Reap or Phnom Penh, and comment on appelle ça, in French is the pouvoir d'achat, so the buying power they have. For example, all of them, they are not, they don't come from a wealthy family. So they, of course, they would like to buy many things, but they're just not able to. So just like most of them, they turn into second-hand shops to get second-hand shoes to skate. Like,
so the last one is not going to be a question. So please give a few words to our audience that who've been watching The Village Time. So, you know, we're focused on lifestyle and people who are having interesting stories. That's how we see the city being developed. There's a lot of people, very interesting and inspired stories that we are focused on. So would you give a few nice words and to the people watching our show?
Thank you for inviting me to this TVT channel. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll be able to watch the other ones that they will make and that they made before. It's quite interesting, and in a world where generally everything goes so fast, like TikTok, Instagram and other social media, it's good to take a break and have a look at personal lives of different people, in this case in Cambodia.
Thank you, good job. Okay lah, Adrian! Thank you guys for the beautiful afternoon time that I have spent with Adrian. And right now we are here going to explore more about the street culture, about skating in Siem Reap. And this episode totally gave us a lot of inspiration about this new project in Cambodia. Very much happy and appreciated everybody's time. And this is The Village Time. I am Mario. I will see you in next episode. Bye.